Hey, wanted to give you some tips on how to begin running a successful home business. And this is really going to dive into realistically, number one, why are you deciding to add something on your plate? So if you are deciding to start a home business, no matter what the business is in, you have to really commit to wanting to add something else on your plate for that motion and the goal that you're reaching towards. So typically, a lot of people decide that they want to start their own home business for financial reasons. And realistically, it boils down to scheduling it. Scheduling it in your day. If you can find a way to schedule focusing on training yourself, as well as staying involved in what is in front of you and taking steps every day to move your business forward, it will happen. So I wanted to give you my best tips and advice for what do you do to get started. Well, typically what I would suggest you could do to get started in your own home business is to, number one, plan and focus on a schedule. Now, I'm the type of person that really likes to just look at kind of the week that I have right in front of me. So number one is look at your work week, whatever that might be. So some of you might be working a Wednesday to a Tuesday, whatever it might be. But look at your work week and schedule what you will do each day that's going to make little motions for you to move forward in your business. Now, it's not that you have to take great big steps and focus multiple hours every day on your business. Even if you're scheduling to work 1 hour a day, as long as you schedule that 1 hour a day, itch it out in your time, then you will be able to focus on that 1 hour and what you have to do. Now, don't just say, I'm going to work on my business from 3 to 4 today because that's when I know I have time. What would be best is if you can focus on, okay, I've got from 3 to 4 to work on my business. What will I do during that motion of 3 to 4? So that would be my step one of what do you do to get started. The second step that I would suggest is you would have to really plan and focus on getting involved with what tools are available to you. So you know, number one, you're going to schedule your time of where you're going to focus and doing some work to build your business. But the second step is now to pay attention to what speaks to you to move you forward in your motions with your business. Everyone runs their businesses so differently and everyone's passionate on a different aspect. So one person can't tell you, make sure you do this because it's what everybody's doing. You can't focus on exactly what everyone is doing. You got to focus on what's going to speak to you. So look in your business support tools and see what video training speaks to you. See what, if you're going to build your business online, focus mostly on doing the social media training. That might help you. And if you're going to focus mostly on building a community of people around you and focus on connecting with people locally, then focus solely on those tools that's going to get you focused and started. So that would be my second step, is to focus on what speaks to you immediately. The third step that I would suggest on what you should do to get started is make sure that you are using the products that your company represents. So you obviously cannot be successful in your business if you're not using the products that your company represents. Because who wants to buy from you if you're not a user of your own products? It really kind of seems like, I guess I don't really want to get involved with you because you don't see the value in your product, so why should I feel the value and see the value of your products? So you really have to focus on being a product of your product, whatever that might be. So that would be my third step. So your first thing, of course, is schedule the time. The second would be, of course, to pay attention to what speaks to you and solely focus on learning and applying those steps and skills in your business schedule. And third is making sure that you are a product of the product. When you start doing that, after a week's time or 2 weeks' time, you're going to really start to feel a lot more comfortable in your business. And that's where then you'll want to always dive a little bit deeper and push your limits a little further. It's always scary to get started in a new business, especially when you don't know the lingo and you don't know where every button is and what you should be doing. So that's why I suggest just get started in the basics, set a plan of action with the person that brought you into the business, and really stay focused on those 3 steps. And then initially you're going to really feel like, you know what, I can do this, and you want to take and step those boundaries a little bit further, and then you'll be able to get more success in your business by stepping out of the water a little bit more and reaching into more more challenging aspects with your business. So that's my best tip for getting started in a home business.